Hey folks, Quillian here, and welcome to another episode of our Let's Play of Prison Architect, the release version. Super exciting that this game is finally at version 1.0, or at least it will be as of October 6th, depending on when this video goes online. Right now, our food situation is fine, but our prison has grown, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is just sort of cap off the rest of the kitchen. We'll get a couple more fridges in there, and another cooker. There, we'll put it there. I think we'll end up with more fridges than cookers, like the ratio will be slightly off, but that'll be fine. Let's get an extra serving table over here as well, just in case that starts to run into an issue, and get some more seating. Last thing we want is for there to be insufficient seating. So I'm going to go ahead and offset this just a bit like that. Still going to be pretty crowded in here, which can definitely lead to some fights, but everyone's in a really good mood, so hopefully there's not too much of a problem. There we go, we'll get a little bit more of that in there. Let people eat. And yeah, there are enough meals for the current number of prisoners. Even the seating's okay, although it'll be nice to get the extra spots in there very soon, I would say. More food being brought out there. We do have extra cooks in here because we are now training up our people to work. There's 2 qualified prisoners to work in the kitchen, so they will assist over there. And that's great. They're also starting to work on the laundry, and they'll also do some cleaning. They will help people clean. Right now, it's the eat periods. They're not doing any of that, but soon they will be. Visitation is happening over here. People seem to be okay. 3 visitors on site in 1 group. I think everyone is being worked out well. Someone is in solitary because I believe there was another incident with contraband. In fact, ooh, someone's sneaking in some more contraband in the kitchen food over there. So that's good to check. All right, yard time. Oh, more contraband. We'll go here. Okay, so this sort of clustering is not good. There's people who don't really need whatever's going on here. Ooh, literacy need. That would be nice. One thing you can do in the yard that's kind of fun is still within the yard zone. We could make a little bathroom and shower. Similar to what we've got going on. So 5x5 plus walls. Similar to what we've got going on in the canteen. Something like that. Okay, and then we'll organize things briefly. Let's get some doors here. There and there. Okay. And then I think we'll have to build another wall afterwards. But that way, during yard time, they'll be able to shower and pee if they need to. And again, this is all going to contribute to people being a little bit happier. Our workmen are pretty busy. They're working on cell block B over here. But hopefully they'll get that done soon too. And people are distributing nicely, having a little bit of a chat. Spirituality need. Yeah, we'll have to get a chapel going soon. I think this is going to be a little small for a chapel. But we'll see what we can do soon. What else do we have unlocked that we don't have? We could build a library. The problem is you have to work a library with educated... oh, we can build a little prison shop. Oh, we should get one of those. I've never seen this before. Very exciting. We need a table, a shop shelf, and failed adjacent to room. What? Indoors, table, adjacent to room. See, I don't have this one. I'm going to have to go and check that alpha video and see exactly how it works. So we've got a shop shelf. Oh, shop front. We need that. Is that... It's not listed, but it seems like we should have one of those. Unless that counts as a table. Let's get those 2 installed and see what it says. Alright, that's being installed. We've got our rooms there. Oh, yeah, we got the 1 room with the phone booth. We're going to want phone booths in all these, I think. Family need is actually okay. There's enough food, or enough phones throughout my little place that it's not a problem. If this were a higher security prison, and prisoners were spending more time in their rooms, then it would become much more important to have the ability to be enjoyed, you know, to have fun inside the rooms. Sleep, alcohol, sleep, food, spirituality. Yeah, they're actually okay. They've got plenty of free time throughout the day to satisfy all that. But we'll monitor them. If ever, you know, things change and they start to have a hard time getting their family need or some other thing satisfied, then we'll go ahead and spread them out a little bit more there. What are you guys doing during your work time? Just chilling? Just sitting. All right, you got nothing else to do. Fair enough. I mean, we do have a common room over here. One thing I haven't done yet is messed with the rights in terms of where people are allowed to go. But I think we're okay so far. So I'm going to put a brick wall there. And 1 in there. And I would like to... Okay, those are already queued to be dismantled. Good, because they're in a dumb spot. Light, light. Shower head. Shower head. You don't actually need to turn these. It's just visual. but it obviously looks a lot better if you do that. So we'll get those down, and we'll run some water. Water pipe has to make a pretty long trip. I don't see any reason not to just run this right down like that. Then small pipes there and there, there and there, and there and there. And we need a drain. Oops, right there. Not that one. There we go. Okay, that should be good. I'm very curious to see what this shop will say. Adjacent to room. What room does it have to be adjacent to? Yeah, I'll definitely have to check out the wiki between episodes on this. Actually, I could do that now. Prison, architect, shop. Shop adjacent. It comes up in Google right away because people are confused about how this works. Shop sells items that fulfill a variety of needs, including hygiene, comfort, entertainment, and hunger. The shop is worked by prisoners and imports items to sell for $5. And there's a prison wage. Like any deliveries, contraband could be smuggling. For the shop to fully function, a minimum of 2 prisoners must be assigned jobs in the shop. 1 prisoner will be assigned to operate the storefront. The rest will work sorting the goods onto the shelves. Other prisoners can only purchase goods from the shop during work hours, as there needs to be this. Requirements. Shop front placed in the wall. Oh, either facing another room or an outside area. I see. So I see. So the shop front goes like this. Ah, I think I'm going to put it right here. Goes like that. So that way people come here and then buy stuff. Okay. So this still needs a table. So we'll get one of those going on to hold the goods. Cool. Wow, that's very exciting. And then we need, under logistics, we need to assign at least 2 prisoners there, apparently. 1 to run the front and 1 to stock the shelves. We could put a 3rd person in there, but... And it doesn't look like they need any special education for it. No, that's good. I wonder if they've made it easier to educate the prisoners to run the library or something like that, because that was always a bit of a shortfall. We will need a chapel soon, though, because there's a lot of people complaining about their spirituality need not being worked on. I think what we're going to do is unlock the tax relief, which takes a while, but earns us a lot of money in the future. We'll get dogs, surveillance going, and let's unlock some legal as well, so people can start to get paroled. See how nice I am? And encourage people to be able to leave the prison and be successful in the outside world. Let's go ahead and grab that like that. And then, the autosave. We'll go here. Grab too much. Well, I think it would have been okay. But there we go. That will... No, not like that. From here to there. I often screw up the cloning. But I think this time I did it okay. We can do this room here. And this room there. Okay. Now, by doing the cloning like this, there's the downside that the doors might get installed first, which will slow down the rate at which some of your construction can happen. But at a certain point, I don't care about that rate as much as my own personal sanity. We could probably use some more lights outside, because some of these areas are a bit on the dark side. Much like Vader. All right. Good. I'm really looking forward to seeing the shop operate. Sounds like you make a few extra bucks over there, which has me really excited. What did you find? You know what we haven't done in a long time? A shakedown of the entire prison. This will interrupt the prisoner's sleep, which is unfortunate. But let's go ahead and do it anyway. Check all the cells, make sure no one's digging out. Oh, we're going to need some dog patrols soon to really be able to spot tunnels. So what will happen is prisoners will try, they'll always start from the toilet, and they will try to tunnel underneath the toilet and try to get outside and break out. Low security prisoners are a little bit less likely to do it. They do... What? No. What happened? Dewey, or Blind Shot, why would you start things? Oh, come on, dude. Everything was fine. Why would you start a fight? Okay, let's go ahead and get more guards. I mean, everyone is super busy right now. And there we go. 16. They're still going to be fully busy. But that'll accelerate that. We'll get back to sort of a 2-to-1 ratio. Why would you do something like that? Okay, what we don't have yet is a morgue. You don't need a morgue, I don't think. But let's go ahead and add more to the building there. Yeah, it's going to do the thing where it doesn't build a wall there. Which might be good. but in this case isn't what we want. So we'll let them finish. We'll go and put a staff door over here. And yeah, we'll get a nice little morgue out of the way. This room is still being finished up, which is going to be good and lovely. It'll help when people have their yard time. They'll be able to satisfy that. I can't believe trouble got started. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed that someone started a fight. Now, admittedly, I haven't looked at, people's traits yet. We don't have any informants. Oh, we've got a snitch there. That's bad. A snitch will probably get beat up by other prisoners. Yeah, potential CI. I suppose we'll go ahead and recruit an informant. We don't have anything we can do with it yet, but we'll have an informant. We're not going to activate him yet, but we can use him to give us some more information about the prison. But yeah, that snitch will probably get killed unless I do protective custody. What is it? Is this him? Yeah, snitch. Known informant. Life may be in danger. So what you can do is you can build a protective custody ward and then just house your snitches or former police officers in there so they're less likely to get killed. I think I'm just going to let it be. I mean, it's fine. I mean, you snitch. Hey, apparently there's a price to be paid about that. It's cold, isn't it? It's cold. You are going to become a morgue. Morgue. Right over here. There we go. And I need some morgue slabs. Keep the dead out of the way until the hearse shows up. There we go. Just a trio of those. And just make sure the electrical comes in here just for the lights. Not that it's that terribly important. But there we have it. Okay. Still got lots of jobs to finish. Lots of little pipes and whatnot. We have a lot of idle guards now. And that's okay. I was going to say, oh, no. We're good here. We've got a guard in this block all the time. Which is going to be nice for opening and closing the doors for our construction people. Everyone's out of solitary. That's good. I wonder, can I assign more people to the cleaning cupboard? Let's max that out. Prison's horribly dirty. And we'll get an extra job in there, too. Try to keep people busy during the work hours. It's a good thing I spotted that. We are just about at our limit for our capacitors over here. So let's get some more there because we were about to kill our power. And we keep growing. And we're taking in 30 more prisoners. It's fine. We almost have enough room for 30 more. Although we're still... Some of these are already going to go into the holding. And then we're going to still run out of room. So we will need another prison block very soon. What I could do is limit this. So I've got room for... Well, let's ignore the holding cell. Let's not use the holding cell. So that's 8 less spots, right? 9 fewer spots. So I have enough room for 48 prisoners, actually, which is another 17. So what we're going to do is change this to just pull in 17 more prisoners. And that will bring us to our capacity of actual cells. And I think we'll be good sort of holding there. We're still making good income. We don't have to rush to the next thing too badly. We can get another grant. Prison manufacturing, inmate nutrition research is always fun and exciting. Crackdown on drugs. Actually, we're going to do that, which has auto-completed. It was just finding X amount of counterfeit drugs, which we have done. Classroom. It'd be fun to get the classroom stuff going on. Subblock C is a little bit further away. Let's start doing a little bit of education. I mean, just because I take the grant doesn't mean I have to do it right away. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm sure there's some people who have mentioned this in the comments already. We forgot the drains over there. So water is going all over and creating a big giant mess. Oops. All right, got our morgue. We got a death. What's really unfortunate about the death, I mean, other than the fact that I shouldn't be cold and callous about it. And that is our prisons, right? Yes, they've come in, so I'm going to turn off the intakes now. There. We're not going to accept anything more at this time. We're good to go. The amount of money we make per day, you get a bonus for a number of days without incidents. And apparently, didn't we have someone die? Within the last 3 days? Maybe they died of, natural causes. Sure, or something. I don't know. We're losing a lot of money to corporation taxes because we're making so much income, but that's one of the reasons we have our finance person looking for tax relief, so we can save some of that tax money and end up with a lot more cash in hand. Dogs are research, surveillance coming soon. We're going to maybe work on unlocking the armory just in case we need it. Remote access is fun. What you can do is all your doors, where I keep saying that your guards need to be here to open and close doors, you can automate all that from a centralized security room, which is pretty exciting. Okay, I don't feel like the meals are happening enough. I actually need more cooks, because, yeah, that's almost certainly what needs to happen. I mean, we have the prisoners, but they're not all trained up yet. I don't think everyone's going to get fed today. What are you doing? You are in your reform program, but you're not... I think you're learning, you're watching the cooks operate, but you're not actually helping with the cooking yet. Although, one person is, right over here. Aston Winner. He's helping with the cooking, as is Simon Whittle. All right, actually our meals are going to be fine. We have enough meals done. Oh, wonderful. So we're totally okay. I'm still not worried about having bought the extra couple of cooks, though. That's going to be okay, or hired the extra couple of cooks. Meanwhile, how's the water system over here? Did I ever get that going? Oh, I never actually completed this connection here. Foolish me. And over here, we actually need power. Make sure these things light up. So let's do that. But otherwise, these rooms work fine. So when they do have their yard time, someone who needs to pee or take a shower will be able to do that while still being considered part of the yard, which is nice. You guys are going to get all your meals. Everyone's going to get fed, which is fantastic. All right, to complete the security procedure certifications, we have to assign 3 guards to patrol routes. So let's go ahead and set up a guard patrol. I'm just going to set a guard patrol to walk up and down this area here. And then I'm just going to assign 3 guards to it to complete this task. There we go. And then I'm going to unassign 2 of them. So we'll have 1 guard constantly wander up and down over here. Since it's a high traffic area, seems like a good idea. The other thing I can do is, hey, why don't we pave stuff over here? There's a lot of walking. By paving this, people walk just slightly faster. And it's probably a good idea. Do a little bit of that over here. And then here. We'll keep our workers pretty busy. But they're not doing anything else right this second. So I think that's probably a good investment. Oh, you're pretty hurt. Tom Green. Recent misconduct. Attacked the prisoner. You were seriously injured. You're near the infirmary, though, so you're going to get treated, which is good. I'll open this door. Can I not? There we go. A guard would have come over eventually, but there we go. And I'll let you out. Good. Oh, Benjamin Whiteman over here. Cash on hand. I guess the cash here is for the shop. They would like to do that. Oh, yeah, I keep... during the work schedule, I got to pay attention to the... oh, there we go. People going to the restroom. Wonderful. They don't have to be zoned anything specific. Not even the showers. Don't have to be zoned as a shower. Anyone who needs the hygiene or bladder will go and use those. Yeah, I really want to see someone buy something from the shop. Guard situation is good. We do have, like, you know, considerably fewer guards than inmates. But I think we're okay. Next up, more yard and free time. Let's do 1 more shakedown. Because we did get a bunch of new people. I want them to get 1 new search. And this way, we don't have to disturb their sleep again. Although we are finding a number of people with contraband. Now, one thing that can happen, too, for contraband is people can throw contraband over the fence into the yard. And they will arrange that. One thing I can do to help prevent that, especially if my workmen continue to be idle, is I can just go ahead and build like a double fence. I can't remember the throwing range, but if I build something kind of like this, it should be impossible for any prisoners, for anything to get thrown into the main yard. Now, there has to be the ability to access this area. So I'm going to go ahead and put a jail door there. And perhaps over here. But then once this gets set up, I'm going to set up a deployment rule to make it so that this zone is staff only. Now, later on, if we decide to expand the prison some more, then we'll run out of some space here. But we actually might keep this prison going like this for quite a bit longer. Make some money, maybe even sell it, and then expand in the future. Oh, it's free time. I want work time. I want to see a purchase happen. I'm so excited about the little shop. I love the little shops. Yeah, build that fence. Free time goes into work time. Okay, work time. So presumably... Oh, someone just went in here. Tell you what, let me deploy a guard here so I get some vision. Cool. Now, can anyone actually come and buy, or is everyone busy working? I do have a lot of people doing the cleaning, but presumably they won't be doing that forever. We actually see a purchase happen. Like, presumably they run out of places to clean, and then they go back to free time. I actually don't know. They might just linger in here if they've got nothing else going. Oh, there we go! Look at this! Are you chatting or are you buying? Shopping. I'm so excited. Is there a little bing of money? No. What do you got on you? Got a chocolate bar? Is there a way to tell what you're holding? Because when you mouse over a staff, it says what they're carrying. Here, nothing. So you're going to bring that to your cell. Huh. I wonder what that does for you. Okay, we don't need to actually have a guard deployed in the shop. That's fine. So we're going to free you up, making lots of money right now. How's the research? Tax relief still being worked on. I'm going to start the park when we keep the heat off here should something go wrong, which is good. I don't want death row or small cells or permanent punishment. That's way too expensive for us, so we're not going to do that. But now, if we do have our lawyer, bend some of the rules. How do we get a parole hearing? No one needs it yet, so that's okay. Someone's in lockdown. People are in solitary. Oh, got some contraband problems here. I guess they do just linger here. Well, I guess it's fine. People can still make their shop purchases, so it's okay. But yeah, people trying to steal contraband from the cleaning area. Mealtime. I wonder if I should double door this. That's a pretty small little cluster. You don't even need a door, truly. It could just be an opening in the wall, a double wide opening in the wall. Let's do that. Demolish wall. And I'm going to go ahead and dismantle the door. And then build another metal detector. Right over here. Right there. That'll be better. There we go. Finish their meal. Go ahead and get your shower. Get this going on. Oh, and a fight broke out in here. It is very tight quarters. I don't know what kind of need problems. Could be the snitch getting killed. Did someone die? Or just beat up? Attack prisoners. We got a lot of people getting put into lockdown. So that was an incident. Does that count as a thing? Yeah, it reset my incident timer, so not making as much money right now. These people will be able to get treatment for their injuries here. There we go. And then get brought down to solitary. Lots of cleaning happening here. So we always have our permanent janitors doing some cleaning, but the prisoners will help, and that makes a big difference. Still waiting for a little bit of change there. Oh yeah, we were building the double fence. Is the double fence area done? It looks like it. So what I need to do is label this area as being staff only. No prisoners allowed to walk out here, because otherwise they would. Mostly just to pick up their contraband. So now it should be extraordinarily difficult to actually get contraband into the prison without it just being carried in. Oh, you were still doing some tree stuff. Speaking of tree stuff, though, don't need the armor yet. Don't need the workshop. I am looking for forestry. And I don't think there's any reason not to put this here. Something like this. So now what will happen is we will periodically purchase young trees, plant them in here. Once they're grown, we'll chop them down and bring them outside. There will be a lot of in and out like this, though. How did you end up over here? Just me, or did you just walk through the wall? There's no gap here. Maybe I imagined it or something. We'll see how it goes. All right, sleep time. Everyone's got their own rooms. There is no one in the holding cells, which actually means I can remove a guard from being deployed in here, which is lovely. I still don't have a reception. I would like that. Now, one of the things I can do, too, is I can say this is as big as this gets, but finance can unlock something called land expansion, which will allow us to buy adjacent tiles. So we can build a prison on the other side. One of the ways to improve security with all that would be to build some road gates. Say, let's line this up just because visually it'll be appealing. Road gates here and here. And then fence like this. This. And like that. And then we'll keep a... Oh, yeah, I can't do it yet because it's not enclosed. But I was going to say, we'll keep a guard deployed here all the time. Although, generally speaking, there will be guards in here most of the time. So I don't know if we need to keep one deployed because guards need to open and close these road gates. But then we have a nice, safe, secure area. My exports need to be fixed a little. There we go. For our trucks to load and unload. And if some prisoner happens to get through the front door, they're still going to be closed in here. Plus, if I decide to expand to the other side, it means we can walk across this road. Prisoners can walk across this road, get to the other side without actually, going outside and being truly released. There we go. And that looks like it's done. So, I want to keep sure that there's always at least one guard here, no matter what. We're installing some stuff in the forestry over here, which should be fine. Some trees are going to get planted, which is groovy. And yeah, we do export some woods from time to time, and we make some money from those exports. Got lots of money left in the bank. I think this prison is going relatively well. I hope that you have enjoyed these last few videos. I really genuinely enjoy playing this game a lot. There's a lot of advanced stuff I still have not quite figured out, and I will have to go and study properly, like the automation, right? Automatic door opening and closing is very good. And this prison, even though it was like the minimum security prison I thought was going to be a relatively safe thing, we've had, 2 deaths, plus a fair bit of fighting, which is a little bit concerning. If this is supposed to be the nice safe prison, what do the big scary ones? And that's the thing, the bigger the size gets, and the higher security prisoners, the more dangerous it gets. And in case you don't know, there's not just minimum, medium, and maximum security. You can also have supermax prisoners, which is a whole other category. And you can have prisoners on death row if you unlock the ability to do executions. Death row prisoners is a whole other class of prisoners. And it gets pretty crazy. So these guys will need, they'll need a chapel still. A classroom, we actually took the education reform. I guess we could probably just build a classroom pretty fast. Something like that. And I like relatively large chapels. I'm going to do something like this and then split this in half. Half of it, which will be the chapel. And I think that'll be pretty good. Is there another fight going on? There is another fight going on. Good gosh, things keep going quite badly. Even though people should be happy. I think it's because of some of the snitches and things, which I'm not really looking after too much. We could also suppress these people quite aggressively with some armed guards. And that will prevent a lot of fights. In particular, we might want to assign armed guards to both these cells. And that will help cut down the risk of something going very badly in the shower, because people will be going around suppressed more. So classroom, which I can't see. Oh, there it is. Need a mail room at some point, too. Like that. And you need an office desk at the front for the classroom. Zoom in here so it shows me the right things contextually. Just put that in there, and then school desks. And I think the mission is to have room for at least 20 students. Now, you can actually have more than one classroom, and that may be what you want some of the time, is rather than one giant classroom, is have a couple of smaller ones. That way you can run different classes. We need... There, oops. There you go. That'll be 20 desks, which is what we need there. And then you need to wait until a bunch of prisoners pass their courses, which is not easy. But there's all kinds of bonuses to having educated workers. In particular, you can have them do more advanced tasks, which is cool. And the chapel. But I have to put a cut in here, folks. Again, I hope you enjoyed the series, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.